haven't taken biochem already and you still can before pharmacy school, trust me, yeah, go and do that because it's so helpful. I think majority of pre-pharms do take biochem, especially if they're getting a bachelor's degree prior to applying. Yeah, I'm not even worried about biochem, but let me not speak too fast. So here's an example of one of the review sessions for biochem. It was like the very first one, and they recorded it. So
detail on, but just primary, secondary, tertiary, quaternary structures. I could ask you, among the following, select a typical secondary structure that can be found in proteins. And I have option A, absurd, and then I say alpha helix, right? There it is. Or beta sheet.
Time to get everything done. So let's do a quick scan here and turn it out.
how you doing, Lindsay? I feel like my son looks weird. I want to see yours. Oh, yours look good. I cannot imagine my boyfriend doing this.
So welcome to training. I'm so glad you all are here because we need lots and lots of help for doing interviews for admission to the college.
My boyfriend came to visit me for the weekend. What do you think about this long distance thing? So all of the study rooms are full right now, so we actually entered our classroom, which feels kind of weird, but here's what my classroom looks like. I usually sit in the second row right here, but each pair of chairs has a microphone, so when you ask questions, you're kind of on the spot. But the chairs are comfy. They're like rolly chairs. And yeah, how many rows are there? It's like a lot. It's currently almost midnight. I'm studying for my second exam this week. I just finished immunology and now I'm hitting compounding, which is the top 200 drugs. It's so much material as always, and it's mostly concentrated on blood pressure medications. So what I like to do, as you can see, I have 3 PDFs up. If you watched the previous vlog, we have quizzes every week. Some are open note, some are closed note, but after 3 weeks we have an exam, which is of everything that we were quizzed through for the past 3 weeks. So what I like to do is group everything up by class. So let's take a look at week 5. 5 was all blood pressure medications. Usually it's a mixture of different types of medications, but we were doing blood pressure. So there's beta blockers, angiotensin receptors, ACE inhibitors, and some medications that are also for enlarged prostates that are taken for blood pressure as well. So when you group them together, you'll see that side effects and consultation points are very similar. So that's what I like to do when it's right before the exam. I mean, you don't catch everything that way, but at least you have an idea if you had to make an educated guess. Okay, so yeah, and then we're going over some GERD medications and some vitamins. I just highlight everything that's pretty much common. It's just such a mess. Let me know if you guys want a more detailed video about how I study for drug cards. And also the night before, I like to make a quick, like, not like a cheat sheet, but like it's kind of like my sheet I want to review, like right before the exam when I'm walking to class. So here I wrote down the different classes of blood pressure medications. So there it is again, beta, angiotensin, ACE inhibitors. I just put the common consultation point for each class there, and then the most common effect I saw for blood pressure was dizziness and fatigue. So that's gonna be my go-to side effect if I go blank on the exam. We had an immunology exam today, so this is kind of like a cram exam. I also used 2 different types of online flashcard sites. There's Quizlet and Study Blue. Quizlet is nice to quiz you on different methods, but Study Blue I like to use because it's my go-to. It lets you test on the stuff you usually get wrong. Quizlet has that too, but I like it better for Study Blue. I don't know, I'm just so used to Study Blue. Yeah, so my exam's at 8 a.m. so I'm gonna hit back to the books. It's the Sunday before our bio exam and we're about to start cramming. It's almost 5 o'clock. And this girl, she brought 2 energy drinks with her Starbucks and these crazy snacks. I got a large coffee here. We got Panda. You got something, I don't even know what you got.
I got
Oh yeah, what is that? You like bangings or something like that?
study squirrel.
You're a study squirrel.
To whether my job actually impacts me. So this is a picture that was staged, but I feel like it looks kind of cool. So this is what we do in clinic every day. So we go to physician clinics and we have a pharmacist clinic. And what we do is we work up the patients beforehand. We go with recommendations and we kind of help, the doctors either change therapy, react to side effects that someoe's having, or
Cooking for charity Ronald McDonald. Okay.
like here now.
Yeah.
Zoom in. This is what peppers.
Yeah, definitely pepper.
Onion chopping.
On my eyes. Toby.
Well, we just finished up cutting the chicken. So, this is...
Amy, get it going, Amy.
show us how you're cutting up your chicken. Because I was trying to do it correctly.
You want to do this? No. Do we have a bigger camera we can come? You do this? I don't know.
The chefs for the day. Chef by day, pharmacy student all day. Hey guys, I just got home from a Kappa Psi event. So I am pledging for Kappa Psi. It's more of a social fraternity, I would say. The academic fraternities in pharmacy school. I'm just like in my bed. Like when I'm at home now, all I want to do is be in bed. Because I feel like I don't spend enough time in bed. So since I'm always sleeping so late, waking up so early. What time is it? It's 12:30. I have class tomorrow. There's a couple fraternities at my school. Kappa Psi is one of like the bigger ones, and it seems like a lot of people who have joined Kappa Psi ended up being very successful and had very good leadership roles out of pharmacy school from what I have seen. So that's a big reason why I wanted to rush for Kappa Psi. And so today we had like a little, they call it like a speed dating event where we were just going around to talk to upperclassmen. It's mostly P2s. I'm not exactly sure how it works in undergrad, but here in our chapter, what we do is we pick 3 bigs and they pick 3 littles. And then if we get a match from top priority, we get matched with them. So they're all called fraternities here. There aren't sororities in pharmacy school because in the beginning, I guess it was always guys, and then obviously healthcare boom. Girls are taking over. We're about to jump in round 3 of exams. Oh my god, time is going by so fast this semester. This is awkward. So I have an immunology exam on Monday. I have a compounding and dispensing exam on Thursday. I have biochem exam that following Friday, and Thanksgiving break after that. So yeah, I gotta go ham this weekend because a lot of material to cover. But yeah, alright, I'm gonna start getting ready for bed so I can get to class tomorrow. Guys, it is the last day of November. I know I have not been documenting anything because, you know, just being in school, obviously it's so busy. I have a lot of stuff to update with you guys. Hardly have the time to sit down and record because I'm always constantly doing something if I'm not trying to catch up on sleep. The biggest news I have is that I ran for president-elect for SSHP. Of those who don't know, that's pretty much the hospital organization, the biggest one in pharmacy schools. Pretty much in pharmacy school you have organizations you join, pretty much like clubs, like pre-pharmacy club, but they're big, they're on the national level. And SSHP is the student chapter for ASHP. So I'm super excited to be president-elect. It was a huge thing. I ran against someone who is really popular and well-known, been here since freshman year, so he knew everybody really well. So it was like, everybody says it's like a popularity contest. So I was a little concerned about that. I did a whole campaign thing. I'll probably put in some documentation of that to show you guys. Asian girl sweatshop, Asian pharmacist. So I'm running for president and I'm filling up these medicine bottles with M&Ms with prescription labels that says to vote for me. Got my Asian girls working. Next week I have my last round of exams, and the week after that we have our finals. So it's gonna be a crazy 2 weeks. I can't believe I am almost done with my first semester of pharmacy school. It is by far like the fastest semester I've ever had. When you keep yourself busy, pharmacy school is already busy, but when you're involved also, it's even more busy. I also joined NCPA as cholesterol coordinator. So next semester I will be a coordinator for all the health fairs in the cholesterol booth. And today, later today, this afternoon, I have an interview to interview at a hospital pharmacy. I'm so excited for everything that has to come. Pharmacy school has definitely been very difficult, but you find ways. I plan to do a lot of videos once winter break hits. Well, we'll see, because if I do get this job, I will be training, which I'm sure is going to be very time consuming also. I really do miss making videos, so I really want to hop back on that. I also have an idea to talk to some upperclassmen about interviewing them for some videos. Everyone in pharmacy school is literally like a family. Everybody knows each other. You're all in one building. I know some of you are currently in the application process to pharmacy school, and some of you are even waiting to hear back from your acceptance. Just give it time. My first choice school was one of the last schools I heard back from. Felt like forever, but it does come. Just give it time. Alright, well, I'm here in Park. I'm about to head to class.
Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start here. They're one, and then those two will be one too. Alright? Alright, so let's hear it. Alright, over here. And over here. Okay, this one. And this one. And this one. And this one. Oh, and this one. And this one. And this one. And this ugly sweater. These two ladies. And last but not least. Okay, here we go. Take it away. And these ones. Okay, last but not least. Okay, I think you made a job.
Hey guys, so I've been so bad at documenting as per usual. School has been stressful. I just finished my last final today. I finished my very first semester of pharmacy school. I can't believe it's over. I mean, well, it's still just the beginning. It was definitely like the fastest semester I've ever had. But at the same time, now that I'm done. It was very long and it was very brutal, but I would say that I learned a lot this semester. I'm so excited to just hibernate and do nothing over winter break. Yeah, my place is a mess right now, so I'm trying to clean up and just get prepared, start thinking about next semester, but also catch up with friends and family. I've just been refreshing constantly to see what grades I got back. I wish I got straight A's, but sometimes, you know, it's just life, and when you're involved, like, you can't get perfect grades. But I'm really happy that everything's done, and we're just gonna dive into the next semester after this hibernation break. So far my grades are looking pretty good. Like I said, not straight A's, but it's okay. And it just comes to show that even if you're not the best student and your grades aren't all that great in undergrad, that doesn't mean you're not going to be a good pharmacy student. I mean, yes, there's always going to be those people in the top of your class who do so well. There's a guy in my class, like, every exam, so we have 2 hours for every exam, and he finishes in 20 minutes. Like, everyone looks at him like he's crazy, but I mean, I feel like I'm doing a lot better now in pharmacy school than I did in undergrad, and I feel like I learned a lot more and I'm a lot more interested, since it is more involved in my passion and about pharmacy. Look forward to that when you get into pharmacy school. Some of them, like, I mean, you have your classes that, like, you hate and love. Like, I have friends who love the classes I hate, and then I have friends who hate the classes that I love. So you're gonna pick and choose. There's always that one class that's gonna be super rough. I feel like I like pharmacy school education a lot better. Some of my teachers really just want you to do well and learn the material. Professors at my school, they really care about you a lot, so I really appreciate that. All right guys, I'm pretty sure a lot of you are done with finals too, so make sure you rest up, and if you're still waiting to hear back on interviews, you're gonna hear back soon. The wait is worth it, trust me.